Hey guys, it's Brina Wall back again on Open the Lock for another amazing episode for you guys. Today, we're going to be diving into you don't have a time problem, you have a priority problem. So let's get straight into it. We all say that we don't have time, but yet we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The truth is, it's not about time. It's about what you choose to prioritize. What is important to you? If something actually matters to you, it should be in your weekly schedule. It should be something that is prioritized because it's important to you. And you don't just show it in your words saying that something is important to you, you're going to do it or you're going to prioritize it. It's by actions. It's by consecutively doing it, making it a habitual habit each and every day. And I'm going to ask a real question. What is it that you say that you don't have time for? Because if I were to ask myself that question, I would probably say that sometimes I don't have time to make it to the gym. Sometimes I don't have time to schedule out how my week is going to look like. I don't have time for content videos, or sometimes I don't have time to edit a podcast episode. It's excuse on top of excuse because it's technically not a priority to you. Now, this is a follow-up question. What is it that you do instead when you come up with the excuse that you don't have any time? We're probably doom scrolling. We're probably watching a movie. We're eating snacks. We're hanging out with friends, being distracted by people, doing stuff that is not necessarily priority for you to be a better person. Being busy is not the same thing as being productive. Being productive is actually getting your work done, whether that's you going to work if you have a 9 to 5, whether that's you own a business, you're an entrepreneur, or you go to the gym, or you just have a hobby that you're trying to make a business out of. For example, my podcast. My podcast is me considered being busy because I'm actually being productive. I'm actually adding something to my life and I'm adding stuff to other people's lives. You can't say you have time to grow, but you have hours of distractions. You can't say that you want to be thin and you want to lose weight, but you're not eating right and you're not going to the gym. You say you want to make money and you want to find a job or earn some income, but yet you're not being disciplined and you're not learning the ways to add more income into your salary. Be honest. How many hours a day do you actually do things to move your life forward positively into a good direction? I'm pretty sure it's a lot because there's a lot of times that you'll catch me on my bed just scrolling, catch me just sleeping, taking naps, waking up late. That's a great one too, waking up late. If there are 24 hours in a day and I'm going to sleep at 4 a.m. and I'm not waking up till 2, 3 p.m., how many hours do I really have left throughout the day to get what I need to get done? I don't. That's why you set a schedule. That's why you go to bed early and you wake up early. So you have a whole day to complete stuff. For me personally, I wake up around 8 o'clock every day. I trade in the morning. That's my work. And then I have the rest of the day to do whatever it is I need to, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's creating content, whether that's filming a podcast or editing, keeping myself busy, actually doing the things that I say I'm going to do rather than saying I'm going to do it and I don't do it. I'm not taking the action. If someone actually tracked your time for the week, they would see what is a priority in your life and what's not. Like, imagine you literally have someone standing in front of you for 7 days a week and they're tracking your time and what you do throughout the day. What are they going to say about you? You could say that you have priorities. You could name a list of everything that you have to prioritize throughout the week. But are you actually checking all those boxes? Are you actually doing everything that you need to do? Are they going to tell you that these are your priorities, or they're going to tell you that all your priorities are distractions? We need to change our mindset from all the excuses to actually taking accountability for our daily actions. That sentence alone used to like wipe me out. I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm doing my best. I'm trying my hardest. I'm young. I'm in school. I'm working, or I'm doing this, whatever, hanging out with friends, trying to balance like work life. And now that I think about it, they're all excuses because I used to be so nice to myself. And sometimes being nice to yourself is not going to get you places. You truly have to be hard on yourself. I'm not saying to call yourself names or to, just like put yourself on this huge pedestal that you have to do this, that you have to, you're going to die if you won't. It's for your well-being. Why do you not want to do it? Because doing it, isn't it going to make you feel better? Actually fulfilling and checking off your priorities, isn't it going to make you feel better as a person? Isn't it going to make you feel more fulfilled rather than having excuses that are flooding your mind and you think that it's okay to just sit when in reality, you got to get up, you got to work. And slowly over time, I started to be less nice to myself and more hard on myself. And I'm like, you need to do this because you have to save yourself. You're drowning right now and you're losing yourself. You're losing your identity. And the only way back is to slowly get back to where I was. And what was that? Waking up early, actually opening up my Bible, getting closer to God, eating better, going to the gym, learning a new skill, which was now trading, which is what I do. Priorities isn't what you say. Priorities is what you do consecutively every day. So you can't say that you want to go to the gym, that you want to read a new book, that you want to get closer to God, that you want to learn a new skill, that you're going to get a new job. But yet when you come home and you have the free time, what are you doing? You come up with the excuse, you're tired, you could do it tomorrow, and we put it off. Putting off things is so damaging because we may think that, okay, today we're tired, it's fine. We're going to be lenient with ourselves. Today I'm not going to do it, but tomorrow I'm going to do it. Tomorrow comes, oh, I still don't want to do it either, but it's okay because I still have the next day. And then it's Sunday and you look at yourself like, damn, I didn't get anything done this week. Why is that? Because you keep putting it off. People make time for what they truly care about. And to a lot of us, people will see on the outside what you're doing and they're not going to think that what you like to do or what you love to do is a priority because they're not seeing it from you. If you're a content creator, why aren't you making content? Or let's say you want to do content. Why are you not doing content? You know what I mean? Like, you have to live up to your own expectations and your own standards. If you set standards up for yourself, do it. Your habits need to be aligned with what you say you want your life to look like. And that's the reality. That's the simple truth. A lot of the times we choose comfort over growth because it's easy. It's convenient for us. But you know what is inconvenient? Is sacrifice. Is being disciplined. It's working when we don't want to work. It's reading the Bible when we don't want to read the Bible. We just want to be on our phones. It's getting McDonald's because we don't want to go home and make a salad. Because it's inconvenient for you, so you want to be comfortable where you at and just choose to not do it. It's easier to say that I don't have time rather than to admit that I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to be put through the fire. I don't want to have to go through the obstacles. I don't want to be tired. Waking up early, working out, building something for yourself is extremely hard. I'm not saying that it is, but staying stuck is even harder, and that'll show later on in life. Because if I'm being completely honest, I didn't want to film this episode today. I did not at all. I just came back from a really hard workout. I'm tired, but I made the time. I sacrificed, and I could have waited last minute to do this because I didn't care because it was an inconvenience to my life. My mom always told me that, yeah, it's okay to enjoy your teens. It's okay to enjoy your 20s. But at the end of the day, it's much, much harder to get what you want later in life than now. So yes, you can have your fun, but still work hard now because later on you're going to have everything. Rather than having fun now in my 20s, going out, getting drunk, doing all the bad stuff to then when I'm 30 and 40, work hard. That doesn't make sense. I'd rather work hard now and still have a little bit of my fun, yes. So in the future, everything is already basically planned out for me. So you have to get clear what actually matters in your life, whether that's money, whether that's a relationship with God, whether that's health, whether that's peace. It's just all growth. The real question is, do you want to grow? And if so, what steps are you going to take to grow? To be at peace, to have money, to get close with God, to get that job you want. Audit your time honestly and start aligning your day with your goals. Because it's much better to have small, consistent steps and changes rather than one little day of motivation. You want things to be habitual, not just one day you have a boost of motivation, you get it done, but then what about the other months of the year? You're not doing anything. Let's be honest. Time wasn't the issue. Ownership was, and your future truly depends on what you prioritize daily. You don't need more time. You need better decision making. The life that you want is already asking for your time. You're just putting it elsewhere. You're putting into things that don't matter, things that are not helping you grow as an individual. And if nothing changes, where will your current priorities take you in life? Really ask yourself that question. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked today's episode, be sure to hit a thumbs up, comment down below, maybe hit the subscribe button if you've liked the last few episodes that I've made, and be sure to watch next week's episode on Wednesday. I'll see you all next week. Love you. Bye.